I'm not saying the only reason my boyfriend is dating me is because I can beat him in Mario Kart, but my boyfriend is definitely only dating me because I can beat him in Mario Kart. Now, if I could only drive that well in real life. So on your marks and get set for Mario Kart Date Night. For the most part, date night is a cooperative affair. The thing is, the two of us are notoriously competitive, and when you pit us up against each other, the fireworks start to fly.
Sorry.
Ugh.
I love you.
I don't love you right now. Just kidding, I love you. There's not really any cooperation to be found in Mario Kart. Well, none that's actually fun.
On the count of 3, we're gonna switch.
Wait, on 3 or on Switch?
Just press Z.
Yeah, aside from that one exception, most of our time is spent sabotaging each other. And you know what? That's how it should be. It can't always be teamwork and collaboration. Sometimes I just gotta pelt him in the face with a few shells to remind myself why I love him. As high octane as things are, I like to take a little breather in between races. Once things get going, you can't just pause. I mean, you can, but at the same time, you just can't. I always like to watch the highlight reel in between races, especially the ones where I win. My boyfriend has been mashing A through menus since the Koopalings were palette swaps of each other, so 9 times out of 10, he's gonna accidentally click next race. And boy, do I let him know how I feel about it. Wait, no, I want to see them.
I'm sorry, no.
Ugh, god damn it.
I just pressed A.
Mario Kart and I go way back, and to this day, it's one of the games I can still consistently beat my boyfriend at. I don't know what it is, but I turn into a different girl when I'm behind the wheel.
Hey, get away from this car! Get crazy!
I'll start leaning into the turn on the couch and moving my hands back and forth, even though we aren't even using motion controls. I grew up playing Mario Kart with my brother, so for me, the stakes are personal. What the fuck?
What?
Fuck, I left the bumpers on again.
Why are those always on?
My boyfriend always insists on playing on 200cc because he's completely insane. But the unintended side effect is that I've transcended all other difficulties. When I visit family and they fire up Mario Kart, it feels like things are moving in slow motion. Which is to say, I end up kicking some serious ass.
Burn some dust here. Eat my rubber.
It's no wonder whenever my boyfriend comes for Christmas, my dad hides the Switch.
Watch me spank your daddy!
When things get really serious, one generation of console just isn't enough. When we need to settle an argument, prove a point, or maybe just decide where we want to get dinner, we like to smack down with the ultimate boyfriend versus girlfriend Mario Kart tournament. We'll literally race through like 5 generations of Mario Kart and go for best 3 out of 5.
Final round, fight!
My boyfriend has a pretty good handle on the earlier games. I can't even figure out which character I am on the SNES. But when it comes to the Wii version, I can drive circles around his ass. It's a good thing he's hot garbage at motion controls, and I get a kick out of him tensing up every time he hears Coconut Mall.
Oh my god, really?
Why? I like this one.
I hate this stage.
Obviously, we have our favorite stages. We've both sort of gotten a reputation for winning on certain stages, and God knows I'll never hear the end of it if he beats me on Road Raceway after all the showboating I've done. Whenever we play on one of the favorites, things get real quiet. Some stages have become so notorious around here that we've created our own custom cups.
He did what in his cup?
For example, the Girlfriend Cup, which consists of Animal Crossing, dolphins, and those cute little cows. Yay, this one's my favorite.
They're all your favorites. Isn't that the point of a girlfriend cup?
If you play enough with each other, you start to get a false sense of how good you actually are at the game. We both thought we had what it took to play with the big boys, and so we gave online a shot once. Instead, we took a severe blow to our ego and realized that losing isn't fun when it's both of us.
You ain't first, you're last.
We both hate admitting defeat, so whenever we're on the losing side of the podium, we tend to come up with lame excuses about how we picked the wrong tires or used the unlucky glider. Don't even get me started on the tires. Basically, my boyfriend made me sit through weeks of him howling at the TV trying to beat all the developer times in the time trials so that he could unlock some stupid gold wheels. Then he tried them out once and decided they had too much traction and never looked at them again. Needless to say, at the end of the day, I've learned not to take the car parts too seriously.
Select your car.
The reality is, my boyfriend will almost always come in first place if I'm not there to stop him. There's a very delicate balance of not letting his ego grow too big, and it's my duty as his girlfriend to knock him down a few pegs. Even on my worst stages, where I'm dragging behind at the bottom of the line, I'll send a blue shell his way knowing damn well he's in first place, just cause I can. Ugh, I'm stuck in the riffraff.
Well, then stop making my life hell.
Of course, there are just as many races where we're neck and neck, and I'll sneak in and just swipe it from him at the last second. He can't even get mad about it. Clearly someone had it out for him when his girlfriend rolls the triple red shell from hell.
Oh dear God.